Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is... Beast Wars. Beast Wars. Beast Wars. The last time. So, I hit the button to make the camera come up, and it didn't.
It did.
Immediately. And so I went... Hello. So
yeah.
that's why I was laughing. If you didn't see it. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to our third stream of the evening. We got blocked. Barbie
jinxed us.
Barbie holding us down. I think maybe from now on for our live trailer reactions, I think maybe we just need to record them.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that issue when we load them and post them. Because it's like, oh, well, I mean, they're just reacting. It's, you know.
Yeah.
But when it's live, I guess they're
but
like,
heaven
they're...
forbid.
I know, right? I guess they're just like, they're streaming
we need the money.
Or some shit. Who, we? We need it?
No, I meant they. They want the money.
I
think
need
it's
the money.
Advertising for them.
Huh?
They think it's advertising for them.
If they think it's advertising for them, then why would they not want us to do it?
Because I don't know.
You just completely lost me. Hey everybody, welcome.
What's up?
To Going Back to Beast Wars. This is our weekly podcast where we rewatch all of Beast Wars. And sadly, we have reached the end of the road. All the way up to the end of the road. Still I can't let go.
Quit zooming in on me.
It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. Hey girl, you know, we've been watching this Beast Wars for a long, long time. But girl, now it's time for prom.
I guarantee it. We're going to get copyrighted.
For that?
Yeah.
For me? Singing Boys to Men?
Yeah. Boys to Men want their money.
Close your eyes. Make a wish. That's the sex song. So, everybody, that's right. We have reached the end.
I agree with Eric. It is the coffee talk commercial that got us in trouble.
Damn it. Damn it, Eric. I agree. I concur. But we've reached the end of Beast Wars. That means we're halfway through our podcast rewatching Beast Wars. I don't know if this is the halfway point, but maybe. So before we go any further, Maggie, I think it's time for us to go back to Beast Wars. We're doing great. We're doing great, everybody. We're doing great. This is what we get for trying to do too many things at once. You know, that's what we get. Yeah. Who do we need to bring up here for our final Beast Wars?
Waspinator with his one wing. Oh God! Don't destroy him. Be good to him. Oh, my baby.
There you go. Bringing them all back.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Starscream.
There you go.
Thank you, God. He's okay.
All right. Now we're back. And speaking of being back, it's time.
Wait, we already went back.
To go back to Beast Wars.
We already did. Matt, we already went back.
It's my show. I'll do whatever the hell I please.
Shit.
If I want to go back, man, you know what? If I want to go back to Smallville, then goddamn it, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
If it's your show, I'm leaving.
And by my show, I mean our show.
No,
obviously.
You said my show.
Yes, but I meant like ours. Like we are hopefully awesome. We are
Marshall.
No. All right. Let's get into this so we can get the hell to bed before it gets much later. We're getting loopy.
We get to watch Mario tomorrow.
We do get to watch Mario tomorrow.
Oh!
It's never funny, Maggie. I'm kidding. You're always funny. You're hilarious. Funny like.
Are you talking about yourself?
Damn it. Words can hurt like a fist.
No, words can cut like a knife.
All right. Season 3, episode 9. We're going way hard off the rails right now. Season 3, episode 9, Crossing the Rubicon. This is episode 48 overall. The original air date was February 22nd, 1999. Written by D.C. Fontana.
Oh, I thought you were going to say DC Comics.
No. This is their only episode. Directed by Trenton Carlson. Trenton Independent.
The Independent.
Previous episodes include Maximal No More, Cutting Edge, and Crossing the Rubicon. We begin some distance from Mount St. Hilary. Black Arachnia is setting up some equipment that will convert her into a Transmetal 2. However, Silverbolt detects Black Arachnia. Are you okay? Jesus. You good?
Something went down the wrong hole.
Boink.
Oh my god.
All right. However, Silverbolt detects Black Arachnia's energy signature and, not understanding, pulls her from the machine as Black Arachnia.
What are you doing?
My queen.
My queen.
For the royalty.
Wait, Inferno?
Huh? Black Arachnia berates Silverbolt. She short circuits. Heading to the Maximal base, Rhinox concludes that the shell program is starting to degrade. Let's see here. And will erase her core consciousness if not treated soon. He can remove the shell, but it's never been done before.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's right. Wandering off to think Black Arachnia is followed by Silverbolt, she maintains that she's still a Predacon and that becoming a Maximal scares her. Silverbolt points out that she's only a Predacon due to Tarantulas, and deep down, she is one of the good guys. The touching moment is ruined when Black Arachnia short circuits again.
Why are you here?
Oh no! Black Arachnia! No! Wandering off to think... No, I already did that. In the lab, Black Arachnia has decided to go through with the procedure. Before she does, there's one last thing to do. Transfer the access codes to the Ark to Optimus Prime. Now, they begin the shell removal, but it has safeguards that will destroy Black Arachnia's core consciousness. Rhinox is able to destroy the first one, but at his lair, Tarantulas discovers the removal process. He contacts Megatron, informing him of the situation. Megatron notes that such an act risks destroying Teletron 1's access codes and concludes that she gave them to Primal. Yes.
Perfect time to strike. I miss my hot tub.
I want my rubber ducky. I messed up. I lost my spot. But the Predacon leader decides to cause a little more trouble. Inferno, Rampage, and Quickstrike are sent under Tarantulas to attack the Maximals. Optimus leads Cheetor, Rattrap in the defense of the base, and Rhinox is almost finished, but two more power surges head for the core consciousness. Rhinox blasts one, but Tarantulas fires a rocket, which causes Rhinox to miss the other surge, which hits Black Arachnia's core consciousness and extinguishes her spark. Spot on. Rhinox.
Okay. That's too late.
Rhinox leaves to inform Optimus and allow Silverbolt to be alone. Upon leaving, Silverbolt snarls out, "Tarantulas!" What the hell was that?
I don't know, man. I'm so out of it.
Detecting that his creation is dead, Tarantulas orders the Predacons to break off, as Rhinox tells the others. Gathering around Black Arachnia, they express their regrets over not giving her their full trust, if only for Silverbolt's sake. As Rattrap notices that the Fusor is absent, Primal realizes that he's planning to do, and the Maximals head to stop him. Unseen, the transmetal driver begins to glow, tracking down Tarantulas. Silverbolt easily defeats him and, with the villain unconscious, prepares to execute him. However, Rampage has been watching and defeats Silverbolt, preparing to strike the killing blow. Rampage is stopped by Black Arachnia. Now a Transmetal 2, Black Arachnia quickly defeats Rampage and takes Silverbolt back to the base.
I'll save you, my sweets.
In the control room, Black Arachnia explains to the Maximals that she saw only darkness, then a light, and thought Silverbolt was in danger. Primal points out that her actions weren't very maximal, but Silverbolt expresses their gratitude at her return. Black Arachnia warns Silverbolt to stop rushing after her, but to show no hard feelings, and kisses him, sending a power surge through him and disorienting him. Wow. The end. Maggie, what'd you think about Black Arachnia's new outfit?
Matt doesn't like it, but I like it.
I just feel like, I don't know, it looks a bit like it looks like she's wearing a sports bra. And that's it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, whatever. I'm not against women expressing sexuality or anything like that. Obviously, this is a kid show. There's a whole other conversation being said about all that. But all that aside, I just don't think it looks good. I don't know. I don't think it looks good. I don't know.
I don't like it.
I mean, okay. It's okay. Hey, you can like it. There's nothing wrong with liking it. All right. You know what else you can dig, Maggie?
Patreon.
This word from our sponsors. That's right, everybody.
Live ad read. Oh, he burped.
This episode is brought to you by patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. Over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, you can get exclusive content like our monthly movie commentary. This month's movie commentary is Back to the Future Part 2. We are celebrating our 1-year return to Patreon, to YouTube. Sorry. And in order to do that, we have decided to visit the sequel to our first ever movie commentary, and that is Back to the Future Part 2. You got something to add?
I was just trying to make it exciting. Bingo!
All right, I'm just joking. I'm being funny.
I know.
What was I saying? Movie commentary. And hey, we also have 2 new monthly shows that we are doing now called Hopefully Awesome Comics and Hopefully Awesome Anime. For Hopefully Awesome Comics this month, in celebration of the 30th anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, we will be reading Shattered Grid. And then we're going to discuss it. So if you're a patron on Patreon, you get to join in on the conversation. We haven't decided if we're going to pre-record it and do a live stream. We haven't decided, but one way or the other, we're going to do one of them. And everybody's going to read along. It's going to kind of be like a book club. We're not going to read it on camera, obviously.
Or comic book club.
So we're gonna read it, and then we're all gonna talk about it, and that's what's gonna be fun. We're gonna do the same thing for Hopefully Awesome Anime, where this month we will be watching Your Name and conversing about how awesome it is. Again, Your Name is my favorite movie of all time. Very excited to talk about that, and we're mainly doing that one because Suzumi comes out this month. Mm-hmm. Very excited to watch that. So you got that, and of course you also get ad free. You get extended exclusive stuff. You get all kinds of fun shit over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, including your name in the credits. All right. And best of all, you get to support us. And honestly, that's the whole thing. So remember, head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get all that good shit today. Now back to the show. Thank you for that word, Matt and Maggie. We will be sure to do those things.
Yeah.
So now let's go into Season 3, Episode 10, Master Blaster.
Okay,
Episode
on Waspinator again.
49 overall. Original air date was March 1st, 1999. Written by Eric Torin. This is their only episode as a writer, but they had several episodes on the animation side of things. And this is directed by Steve Sachs, whose previous episodes include Coming of the Fuse Wars Part 1, Bad Spark, Optimal Situation, Changing of the Guard, Feral Scream Part 2, Master Blaster, and later on in this episode, he also did NEMISIS Part 2. Yes. So, we begin with Silverbolt dutifully patrolling the Maximals' fortified entrance to Mount St. Hilary. Unaware that the Predacons are building something sinister in places unknown, Megatron, trying another attack on the Maximals base, sends newly promoted Sub-Commander Waspinator a large explosive from somewhere to destroy the patrolling Fusor. Waspinator delivers the missile and destroys Silverbolt's gunning turret, and when Optimus, Primal, Cheetor, and Rattrap rush outside to defend their home, Waspinator commands a full attack. Full attack! Alas, the plan was only a feint to draw out Primal, and without support from additional troops, Waspinator is quickly crushed by the Maximal leader.
Poor Waspinator. Just doesn't catch a break.
Waspinator not like Monkey Bot.
Okay.
So, hiding out of Optimus Primal's sight, Tarantulas blows a dart that burrows itself into Primal's foot, crawls through the Maximal leader's interior machinery, and accesses Primal's own spark. Primal disregards the infection, tells Cheetor to take a rest, and suspiciously Western drawl, and punches out the young Maximal. Yeg slag! Black Arachnia returns to the Maximal base. Surprised by the open doors, she finds the entire interior dark. Primal sneaks up on the Arachnid, and when she reveals that Depth Charge isn't with her, he grabs her as if she were a toy. When the Widow, restrained Megatron, and his cronies step out of the darkness, Quickstrike is revealed to be controlling Optimus Primal by piloting a large mechanical suit of similar form to Primal's body. The other Maximals are being kept deactivated in a hanging cage. Megatron instructs Dinobot 2 to find and destroy Depth Charge, assigns Inferno to watch over the imprisoned Maximals, and allows Rampage to take care of Black Arachnia. With that done, Megatron orders Quickstrike and the puppeteered Optimus Primal to follow him. The Ark awaits. In front of the Autobot starship, Megatron orders... What'd you say?
That's the Ark of the Covenant.
I mean, in front of the Autobot starship, Megatron orders Quickstrike to download the access codes to him in the process, but the process fails. However, as the codes now require a Maximal Spark signature to be used, this barely phases Megatron as he simply has Quickstrike use Optimus Primal to open the door instead. Megatron walks through the halls of the ship to find what he's looking for, his namesake, the original Megatron. The Predacon leader opens his own chest, and a tentacle reaches out of it to access the spark of his predecessor. After a bit of struggle, Megatron takes the spark into his body and immediately collapses. While his boss convulses from the pain of converting two sparks, Quickstrike dumps his leader into one of the lava pits outside, giving the Ark to his real superior, Tarantulas. Winch! In the depths of the Maximal base, Rampage gleefully torments Black Arachnia, but the she-spider overpowers the massive transmetal crab by using telekinesis. Apparently she has telekinesis now. To knock him down with a steel girder. Thus freed, Black Arachnia sneaks through the base, then leads Inferno away from the Maximals he's supposed to be protecting, and locks him outside so she can free her team and blast Inferno with the autoguns. Quickstrike gives Tarantulas access to Teletran 1. Tarantulas then sends Quickstrike away to destroy the Maximals while he rigs the Ark to explode, which will kill all Autobots and Decepticons with it. As Tarantulas leaves the Ark, Megatron emerges from the lava, now reconfigured into a dragon form.
Cool.
Yeah, he looks pretty great, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So cool.
So cool.
So cool.
Like, oh my god, so cool.
So cool.
But dragon form by his plunge into the molten rock and the additional spark within him, Megatron burns the spider who betrayed him and tosses Tarantulas into a distant lava pool as punishment for failing. Yes, I can handle the treachery. It's the insolence. Nope. I can't think of the word. It's where you suck at something. Quick Strike, still piloting the armor, finds Black Arachnia and double teams her using Optimus Primal's body, which is still under his control. But with a well-placed blast, she causes the two giants to fall over each other. Whoops. The fall frees Optimus, who remembers what he did under Quick Strike's control, and he and Black Arachnia head back into the Ark to prevent devastation. Megatron finds Optimus Primal, and the two enhanced Transformers battle. While Black Arachnia tries to save the Ark, Megatron shows off his new abilities against the most hated enemy. Black Arachnia saves the Ark with just a single second to spare. Optimus is then saved from Megatron by the combined firepower of the other Maximals, who force Megatron to retreat, but with the spark of the original Megatron still in his possession. Oh, yes. Megatron has gained a new advantage in the Beast Wars. Maggie?
Bum, bum, bum.
What do you think about Megatron's new look?
I really like it. It's really crazy looking as a toy, though. Just to see that big old dragon neck and head.
Oh my god, yeah.
As an arm. That's wild looking.
I want it. I'll be honest, I really want that one. I think that's
you
been my
pre-order it, didn't you?
No, I pre-ordered the 2-pack of Dinosaur, Megatron, and Optimus.
Oh, whoops. Well, there is one.
There is one.
He is beautiful.
He is beautiful. Honestly, I think this Megatron is my favorite version of Megatron. I didn't really mention it. I think I said that there was one version I was wanting in the first episode of this that we did. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really go into too much detail about it because I didn't want to give this away.
Yeah.
But in the original Transformers movie, well, the Michael Bay Transformers movie, they really kind of concealed what Megatron would turn into in that movie. Yeah. And so, like, a part of me was really hoping that maybe he was going to be a dragon alt form. Yeah. But obviously, it turned out he's just like a Cybertronian plane. Like, he's basically Starscream again. Yeah. So, I mean, there was that. But I still think a dragon Megatron would be just fucking cool as shit, man. Like, can you imagine just like a live action dragon Megatron?
Pete's Dragon.
It'd be...
Tee-hee-hee.
Moving on. Season 3, Episode 11, Other Victories. The other V.
That's what he said.
Nooch. Original air date was May 5th, 1999. That's right. 2 months later. So we sat on Dragon Megatron and had to wait 2 months before we got the follow-up to that.
Wow.
Written by Larry DiTilio.
Oh, Larry.
Previous episodes include Beast Wars, The Web, Power Surge, The Spark, Spiders Game, Other Voices Part 1, Other Voices Part 2, Aftermath, Other Visits Part 1, Other Visits Part 2, Deep Metal, Other Victories, and this is Larry's final episode.
No, Larry!
Larry does not return for Beast Machines.
Oh, Larry. Why'd you have to go and do that, man?
Directed by William Lau. Previous episodes include Proving Grounds, Other Victories, and this is the final episode he does for Beast Wars, but he does return for Beast Machines.
Nice.
One, two.
What happens?
Wait, why'd you take his head off?
It pops off. Like it does in the show.
Are you sure it's supposed to do that? Are you sure you didn't just break the toy? Two. Beast Machines. You're gonna hate it. All right.
Probably love it.
You might. Somewhere in the vast universe, two entities are discussing the experiment on Nexus Earth. Though the project was sterilized, there remains a threat. The entities then reveal Tigatron and Airraiser have merged their bodies together, creating a new Transformer.
What?
The aliens inhabit the body and depart in a ball of energy while two sparks follow. At the Predacon base, the Predacons are holding a trial for Quick Strike. Waspinator is the defense and Dinobot and Rampage are the jury.
I didn't do anything.
Now, come on now, Megatron. Don't you know I was just trying to follow the orders of daggone tarantulas.
I can't follow. Yes. Okay.
God, my voice is like leaving really quickly.
Yes.
Let's see. Megatron is the judge, not to mention the fact that he's all dressed up for the occasion.
Yes.
Quick Strike begs for mercy, saying he doesn't know what Tarantulas' intentions for destroying the Ark were, but offers to hunt him down for Megatron, who is less than open to that suggestion. Suddenly, the sensors detect an energy surge on a ballistic approach for the base. Tarantulas and Rhinox both detect the surge as well and recognize that it can only be one thing. The aliens are back.
Aliens.
Ba-da-da. V.
Did you say V or V?
V, the letter V.
Okay.
They're called the VOC.
The VOC.
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 Go VOC yourself.
You go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna
Vodka.
I'll beat you off right now.
Beat you.
The Predacons' automated defenses are ineffective against the anomaly, and Megatron orders them to abandon base. Making contact, the energy ball destroys the Predacon ship instantly. Optimus Primal heads for the base, fearing that the spark of the original Megatron may have been destroyed, and sends Cheetor to assist. From the ashes of the Predacon base, the alien Transformer appears and introduces himself as Tigerhawk. Let's do it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Tigerhawk. Tigerhawk, emissary of the VOC. He dispatches the other Predacons with ease and then sentences Megatron to death for his interference with the time stream. The two battle, but Tigerhawk is victorious. During the fight, Cheetor is incapacitated. As Tigerhawk prepares the killing blow, Optimus arrives. Tigerhawk greets him in a friendly manner, but asks him not to interfere. Optimus tries to explain that Megatron's situation, but is entombed in the earth for his efforts. However, Tigerhawk is attacked by Tarantulas' spider drones. And they allow Tarantula spider drones, which allows Tarantulas to drag him back to his lair. Meanwhile, an unconscious Cheetor dreams that he is visited by the sparks of Tigatron and Airazor, who fuse together before he is attacked by the VOC. Seen in the beginning of the episode. He wakes up to see the fuse spark, which guides him to the lair and the emissary. At the lair, Tigerhawk revives and claims to know Tarantulas. The mad scientist states that he intends to use Tigerhawk to destroy the Maximals while he detonates the Ark. He also reveals why he wants to destroy it. Tarantulas and the Triprid and the Council are not descendants of the Autobots or the Decepticons, but have other origins. Oh, that's right. This would allow them to control Cybertron and conquer the universe. Cheetor jumps in around this time and looks on amazed at the scene as Tarantulas activates the deprogramming device. The two VOC entities emerge from Tigerhawk's mouth and enter him. Boink. Oh, no, don't enter me. No, get out of me. Oh wait. Maybe stay.
I think this is awakened something.
Then Tarantulas, which throws him into a nearby energy crystal. The crystal detonates, destroying Tarantulas and the two aliens in a freakish yet totally hardcore manner. Cheetor manages to drag Tigerhawk out, but is knocked unconscious when the lair explodes. Optimus locates Cheetor and Tigerhawk as the merged sparks of Tigatron and Airazor enter the emissary. Welcoming their old friend and the new friend back, the Maximals depart for home as Megatron watches on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached NEMISIS Part 1. We did a live watch. We did a live watch with this. So if you want to see our unfiltered reaction, you can check that out right here on YouTube. You can just head over there, check it out. But now we will dive into Season 3, Episode 12, Nemesis, Part 1. Original air date was May 6th, 1999.
Nice.
Written by Bob Forward.
Bob.
Previous episodes include Beast Wars Part 1, Beast Wars Part 2, Fallen Comrades, The Tiger Part 1, The Trigger Part 1, The Trigger Part 2, Call of the Wild, The Low Road, Before the Storm, Other Voices Part 1, Other Voices Part 2, Coming of the Fuse Wars Part 1, Coming of the Fuse Wars Part 2, The Agenda Part 1, The Agenda Part 2, The Agenda Part 3, Optimal Situation, Go with the Flow, The Nemesis Part 1. This is Bob's final episode, and Bob does not return.
Boo, Bob.
For Beast Machines.
Boo,
Bob and Larry, neither.
Bob and Larry, how dare you? You let us down.
Maybe that's why Beast Machines is so, like, different, because, like, the best people weren't there.
That's probably true.
Apparently Marv Wolfman was the guy that pitched the idea for Beast. Well, you remember Marv Wolfman? We talked about him before.
I know. I just like saying Marv.
Marv. Directed by Ezekiel Norton. Previous episodes include The Probe, Other Voices Part 2, and Nemesis Part 1. The Maximals secure, for the first time since they moved into Mount St. Hilary, begin searching for the Predacons, who have been vulnerable since Tigerhawk destroyed the Predacon base. Optimus Primal quotes a verse from the Covenant of Promise, believing Tigerhawk's arrival to be divine prophecy.
God, just like a prayer, your voice can't take me there, just like it used to be, all like a mystery, just like a prayer, you know that you'll take me there. Oh, I forgot the rest of it. You threw me off with the Superman music.
Well, I started off with I was doing Halo.
Oh.
And then I went into Superman the Animated Series. All right. Meanwhile, the Predacons are growing disaffected with Megatron. Mm-hmm. Even Waspinator starts mouthing off.
Yeah.
Inferno, ever loyal to his queen, declares that a new colony will resecure them. Megatron orders him to take Waspinator and Quickstrike while he, Rampage, and Dinobot search the remains of Tarantulas' lair. Dinobot finds a hatch which leads to an underwater tunnel and a computer. Accessing the computer, Megatron becomes quite excited by what he discovers. Very excited. Yes! Boink. Let's see. They take the rail car while while Rampage follows in tank mode. Silverbolt and Death Charge spot Inferno, Waspinator, and Quickstrike leaving. Optimus orders them to fall back, but Death Charge heads in. Optimus leaves with Black Arachnia, Cheetor, and Tigerhawk to support them. As Primal arrives, Death Charge finds the hatch and a bomb. The explosion fails to kill any of the Maximals, but Silverbolt is damaged, and Black Arachnia and Cheetor escort his parts back to the base. At the Anthropoids' cave dwelling, Inferno declares that the caves will be their new colony for the royalty. Something has, but he orders Quickstrike and Waspinator to engage, but Waspinator angrily refuses. Something has finally snapped in Waspinator's central processor, and he declares that he is out of the Beast Wars.
Waspinator is out.
Plant a kiss right on my big fat strapping. Boom! They blow him up. There you go. Thanks. Waspinator tells them that they can kiss the stinger. Inferno and Quickstrike blast him and proceed to attack the Anthropoids, who have become much tougher, having learned from the example of Dinobot and the Maximals. In the tunnels, Primal, Tigerhawk, and Death Charge continue searching. After locating a data terminal, Primal accesses it and discovers what Tarantulas found and Megatron desires: the NEMISIS. That's right, the flagship of the Decepticon fleet and the vessel which Megatron used to shoot down the Ark, the original Megatron, not current Megatron, the original Megatron, because this is all in the past.
Okay.
Realizing the threat the Decepticon warship holds, Depth Charge heads out to locate it. Optimus sends out an emergency warning to the Maximals, and he and Tigerhawk head out to the Nemesis location through the air. Meanwhile, Megatron and Dinobot are able to board the ship, where they discover that Tarantulas has been a very busy spider. Yes. Not only did he...
He's my little guy, yes.
What?
He's my little guy, yes.
What does that even mean?
Well, you remember when Optimus called Rattrap
Oh,
little guy? Well,
there he is, my little guy.
Don't-
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Ah, shit. We're all gonna die. But Tarantulas has been a very busy spider. Not only did he repair the vessel, he added a transwarp cell and installed a Predacon control console. Best of all, in Megatron's optics, Tarantulas left behind a copy of the Covenant of Promise.
The Bible.
The tome from which Megatron took his name. Allegedly, he did not take his name from the original Megatron, but he actually took it from the goddamn Bible. Oh my god. Megatron and Dinobot begin powering up the vessel for an attack. Reaching the sunken behemoth, Depth Charge informs Optimus of his discovery, and Optimus in turn authorizes Depth Charge to neutralize the Nemesis by any means necessary. Before Depth Charge can start, he is engaged by Rampage. The two enemies fight, and Depth Charge grabs an Energon crystal. He drives it into Rampage's spark, and the explosion destroys both Transformers and also causes Dinobot to cry out in pain. Optimus, though mourning Depth Charge's loss, is relieved to know the threat of the Nemesis has been dealt with and the Beast Wars are over. That is, until the Nemesis rises from the ocean, fully operational. Oh, yes. 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 To be continued. Maggie, take it away.
Well, Eric just said in chat that speaking of the Nemesis, Hasbro just revealed a Titan-class Nemesis ship Transformer. She looks dope.
God damn it. I'm going to spend way too much money on Transformers.
Hasbro Pulseman is...
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous, man.
It's dangerous because Power Ranger toys are on there too.
Yeah. Not only...
Matt went down the rabbit hole.
I did. There was the Dragon Zord. And like, man, let me tell you, $200 Dragon Zord looks pretty sweet. And you can combine it with the Megazord, and I can do the Mega Dragon Zord, and I don't need to do that. Oh my god. Season 3, Episode 13, Nemesis Part 2, The Beast Wars series finale. We've made it, everybody. We have arrived. We have arrived. Can you believe it, Maggie?
No. I don't want to believe it.
Episode 52 overall. Original air date was May 7th, 1999. Written by Simon Furman, whose previous episodes include... We're actually not going to say. Because the most well-known of all Transformers comic scribes, and certainly the most prolific, Simon Furman wrote most of the UK original comic stories of Gen 1, as well as the latter one-third of the US comic run, and has been author of innumerable Transformers tales since. As a result, he is often the first, last, and occasionally only resort in penning Transformers literature with a deep involvement in a wide variety of product. So they brought him in for the series finale. Yeah. Him and, what did I say his name was? Larry? No, Bob. Him and Bob broke the episode, both parts together. Originally, it was going to be a 3-parter.
Yeah.
But then when they found out that they weren't getting picked up, they had to retrofit this episode to be, series finale. So that's why it kind of feels a little rushed near the end.
Yeah, I can see that now. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, directed by Kyle Schumacher, alongside Steve Sachs, whose previous episodes include Coming of the Fusors Part 2, The Agenda Part 1, Go With the Flow, and Nemesis Part 2. This is Cal's final episode, and he does not return for Beast Machines. Everybody's just jumping ship, man.
They're like, hey, we know what's going on.
They're like, you mean that new cartoon? Nah, we're good, man. We got some reboot shit to work on.
That theme song sounds like crap, guys.
Beast machines. Maybe I should play you the theme song at the end of this episode.
Please do.
Okay, we'll
Please
do that.
do.
As a tease for Beast Machines, I'll play you that.
Okay.
All right, here we go, everybody. We now begin the final countdown.
My knee popped 3 times.
Megatron has raised the NEMISIS from its watery grave and has begun a random attack on everything in sight, all the while quoting the Covenant of Promise after telling Rhinox to deploy Operation Eternity. Optimus, Primal, and Tigerhawk attempt to fight it off, but their weapons don't even scratch the hole. Tigerhawk tells Primal to rally the Maximals and that he will remain to fight. On the NEMISIS, Dinobot is commenting that his spark has changed. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same.
My boy's trying to come
I'm through with playing by
He's trying to come back to me.
Someone else's
Donaldbot's
game.
coming back to me.
Too late for second.
Play the Celine Dion song.
Too late to go back to sleep.
Not that song.
It's time to trust
No.
my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try. Defy
We've already sang this song
gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying.
Kiss me goodbye, defy.
You're supposed to go up. I'm defying
Gravity.
Nailed it.
Sorry.
and you can't bring me down. Primal to rally the Maximals. He admires Tigerhawk's defenses. Dinobot is commenting that his spark has changed and feels complete. Aspects of the original Dinobot begin to emerge. He admires Tigerhawk's defenses. Tigerhawk is able to damage the power on several decks, limiting Megatron's offensive options to using the fusion cannon, which he uses to destroy Tigerhawk. Going to the anthropoid settlement, Megatron prepares to destroy it. Dinobot objects, asking where the honor is in such an act, but Megatron fires anyway, killing Inferno and Quick Strike in the process.
Poor Inferno.
That's right. In the last 3 sentences, we lost Tigerhawk, Quick Strike, and Inferno. Tigerhawk, man, just gone. Just gone. Like shit. At Mount St. Hilary, the Maximals are preparing a last-ditch strategy, bring the Ark online, and fight the NEMISIS. However, the ship has been offline too long, and Rhinox and Black Arachne are having trouble restoring the power. The NEMISIS arrives, but Tigerhawk's attack, as well as the wasted attack on the anthropoids, have depleted its energon reserves, and the fusion cannon requires time to recharge. Much like Serpentera from Power Rangers people out there. A little like Serpentera. You're Serpentera? Lord Zed's Zord?
No.
And it would always run out of power. And it'd be like, shit. And then he'd like...
We'll try again.
Basically. It was pretty cool looking. It was huge too. But cannon requires time to recharge. Megatron activates its tractor beam and Primal enters the NEMISIS. He and Megatron duke it out, but the Predacon clearly has the advantage. On the Ark, the Maximals manage to get the engines online, but they burn out almost instantly. Rattrap proclaims for the last time, we're all gonna die.
Go Mets.
Go Mets.
Go Knicks.
And for once, no one tells him to shut up. Instead, the characteristically stoic Rhinox simply responds with, Yep. However, Dinobot, disapproving of Megatron's actions, sends a message to the Maximals of an Autobot shuttle stored in the Ark. Megatron orders Dinobot to fire, but he refuses, stating that he has his honor. In a last bid to save them all, Rhinox pilots the shuttle on a collision course with the Nemisis's bridge, crashing through the viewport and going out the other side, dragging Megatron along. Optimus urges Dinobot to save himself, but he simply bids farewell to Primal and remains as the bridge explodes around him. As the Nemesis crashes, Primal rejoins the other Maximals. Sometime later, after repairing the shuttle and rigging a transwarp cell to it, the Maximals leave Earth for Cybertron. Optimus, piloting the ship, declares that the Beast Wars are over, and memorializes the Maximals who fell during the war. Rattrap, however, is more happy to be going home and points out that they won't have to see Megatron till we get there, as the Predacon is tied up to the hull of the shuttle. And as the shuttle enters transwarp, the scene shifts to the Anthropods, who have built a new village and are using parts of Inferno and Quickstrike in a ritual to celebrate their new leader, Waspinator. He is here. Happy at last.
Happy Easter.
The end. Happy Easter? Why did you say Happy Easter?
Because I was reading the Bible, man. You know? They call it, I was reading the Bible. So Happy Easter.
It's time for the countdown to peace. 9 weeks.
Holy crap, Batman.
I know, 9 weeks, man, until
Holy
the
crap.
beast rise. You believe that?
I can't believe that.
This has been the countdown to peace. I was hitting it like a lot, and it wasn't doing it. I was trying
Probably
to go
too
back
much
and forth.
for it.
Yeah, probably right. All right, Maggie, now it's time to get into war. What is it good for?
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
I think I hit the button too early, and it just immediately cut it off. All right. This week, how has the war progressed? Well, the Beast Wars are over. That's right. All Predacons have died, with the only exceptions being Megatron, who is now prisoner to the Maximals, and Waspinator, who remains on Earth for a much-needed break from getting slagged.
He could finally boss around other people.
I don't know. I feel like he'd be a malevolent leader.
Welcome to the party, pal.
All right, now we're talking about all the new Transformers that joined us this week. On the Maximal size, we had Tigerhawk making their first and last appearances. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Tigerhawk. So I gotta say, I'm actually a big fan of Tigerhawk. I talked about Tigerhawk a little bit on the watch along, but I really love the way he's, the way he's designed. It kind of reminds me of Angemon, if you ever watched Digimon. But like it's really cool, and like to come back to Tigatron and Airazor and kind of wrap up their story in some way was definitely very nice and unexpected if you didn't know it was coming. Yes. Now I will say Eric in the chat actually called this out while we were doing the watch along, that he likes to see it as though Tigerhawk is like their like son. And I kind of like that. I like that a little bit better than just the idea that they fused and like are one being now. Like I like the idea that maybe this is like kind of like an offspring or something. So definitely shout out to Eric for that. And speaking of Eric, he also was in the chat and said technically Waspinator is not a Predacon. And Eric, when you're right, you're right. You're right.
You're right.
He ripped off the patch and he's no longer a Predacon.
No, that is true.
Damn it. So
That is true.
thanks for calling me out. I'm just kidding. Obviously, that's awesome. All right, now let's talk about upgrades.
Upgrades.
So in episode 3.9, Black Arachnia gains her Transmetal 2 form. Kind of already talked about this a little bit. I mean, I like a lot of her design. It was nice to see her like get an upgrade. She went almost the entire series in the same outfit.
The only ones to stay in the same outfit: Waspinator, Rhinox, Inferno.
Well, I would say you got to start with just the ones that were there on episode 1.
Rhinox.
So I would say Rhinox and Waspinator.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then in episode 10, Megatron got his Transmetal 2 Dragon form. Obviously, we've also talked about that. It's pretty sick. I definitely love the purple dinosaur, obviously. But I definitely think the dragon is just a hair more menacing. You know, it's just a little bit more menacing. It's really, really, really cool. Always was a big fan of that. And now, Maggie, it's your favorite one. It's time to remember all of those that we lost this week on Beast Wars.
We're all gonna die.
He looks so different now. Episode 11, we lost Tarantulas. Episode 12, we lost Rampage and Death Charge. Episode 13, we lost Tigerhawk, Inferno, and Quick Strike. And Dinobot. Again. We lost Dinobot again. Now it's time to get into words of leadership from Optimus Prime and others.
Well, that's just Prime.
It doesn't mute the mics.
Good job, Matt.
I was like, I can cough. It'll be fine. Nobody Nope. So, episode 3.9. Maggie, we got some acting. You want to do it? We got some black rack now. All right. Wait for the close-ups as we do this. Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah, sure. Like you were going to help the Pred get more power.
Maximal or Predacon, you're one of us. You should know that by now. And then the next one.
Well,
We're doing great. All right. Not a very maximal approach.
Even if I'm good, I'm still bad.
Bink. Good job. Well done.
thanks.
All right, here we go. Episode 11. I am Tigerhawk. I'm not going to act it out. Emissary of the Vok. Your form's changed, but I know you, Megatron. The Vok charge you with willful disruption of time and space. Surrender to me immediately. Violence will not be tolerated. And then, all right, here's a good one. Here we go.
Boy.
Episode 12. I said no. Dragonbot commanded you, Sub-Commander Kissbutt. Dragonbot not command Waspinator. Not anymore. Waspinator's sick of being evil. Sick of being Predacon. And Waspinator is especially sick of getting blown to scrap all the time. So, Waspinator quit. Now, which means Antbot and Two-Headed can just pucker their mandibles and plant... I've lost the voice. And plant one big, wet, juicy one right here on Waspinator's big, fat, stripy ass. Was it on you?
Yeah, I turned it on me.
Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to get you to zoom in, bro. You wasn't zoomed in.
I was on me.
No, it wasn't on you.
Oh, my bad.
I don't think it was. I was
remember.
looking at the wrong screen.
Maybe you were. I don't know.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Raw Energon. Right through your twisted spark. Take it straight to the pit, you sickening piece of slag. Depth charges final words before killing Rampage.
Nice.
My voice is gone. It's
I can
it's
tell.
completely gone.
Mine's a little bit gone too.
Tigerhawk says, quickly, go to your fellow Maximals. Prepare them. If Megatron destroys the Ark and its occupants, history as we know it will unravel. Optimus says, you can't stop that thing alone, Tigerhawk says. Perhaps, but it is my destiny to try. I will hold the line here. Go. Then later on, Megatron. Well, come on, let's have it. The usual destiny and honor speech. Speech this, Megatron. Megatron. Destroy them! Negative. What? What possible reason could you have to disobey me? I am your master. I am your creator. And I have my honor. No! I should have done that.
Oh, Lord.
I'm losing it. All right. Now let's get into traitor treacherous actions by characters.
Raider!
All right. So Tarantulas in episode 10 turns on Megatron again. Tarantulas, by the pit you live, Megatron. I'm not so easily destroyed, and thanks to your treachery, my power is greater than ever. Let me thank you. Yes. Episode 3.13, Dinobot 2 turns on Megatron as somehow Dinobot 1 has returned. Dinobot's actions end the Beast Wars. He saved us all.
Good job, my boy.
And now, for the last time in Beast Wars, let's talk about some Transformers references. Part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
I can hear you.
I'm
Doesn't
sorry,
matter that
man.
you're
Like,
whispering.
I got this last time, but like, what the heck,
I don't know what the... Black Arachnia, in episode 9, describes her near-death experience as first seeing darkness followed by a light. While this might just be a reference to real-world individuals who have undergone such an experience, Optimus Prime described a very similar experience in Dark Awakening. That's an original Gen 1 episode. The Rubicon, Maggie.
That's a Jeep.
It's a river in Italy. During the Roman Republic era, it was illegal for a Roman general to have his army cross it, thus protecting Rome from a military threat. Julius Caesar crossed it and started a civil war, which would eventually lead to Rome switching from a republic to an empire.
Yep.
During this, he uttered I'm not going to say it, Latin for the die is cast. Today, crossing the Rubicon is an idiom meaning to go past the point of no return.
Ooh.
That's why it was the title of Black Arachnia's episode.
That's kind of cool.
Yep. Black Arachnia is the last character in the show to use the Maximize transformation code. That's one way to establish you've changed sides. She actually became a Maximal.
Yeah.
Like at the end of everything, she actually was a Maximal. It didn't hit me when that happened. That's actually really awesome. In episode 10, there is the original Megatron, but he's only in stasis lock, of course. While revealing himself in his new form, Megatron cries out, "Enter the Dragon!" which is also the title of a Bruce Lee movie.
Yep.
The title of the episode, Master Blaster, is also the title of an old computer game and a song by Stevie Wonder. However, it's clear from context that it primarily refers to the dwarf giant duo from the film Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. At the last second, Teletron 1 aborts its self-destruct sequence with a line, "Core implosion aborted, all systems normal, have a nice day." This is similar to a self-destruct sequence in the 1987 hit sci-fi parody, Spaceballs.
Yay!
Waspinator has the honor of being the last Predacon to use the phrase terrorize.
Terrorize!
Jesus, I'm surprised I didn't rip your vocal cords just then. All that bad luck must have paid off.
Yep.
He's the last one to ever say terrorize in all Beast Wars. Crazy. In episode 11, the NEMISIS is seen on Tarantulas' computer. It will have significance in the series finale. They also show he's got the warship ready to be activated. So its presence on his computer screen may, in universe, mean he was about to use it himself. During Quick Strike's court-martial, Megatron wears a barrister's wig, like those worn by British attorneys and judges. In keeping with his accent and aristocratic speech patterns, Inferno acts as a stenographer, complete with typewriter. That was pretty great.
I love random stuff like that.
It was
that they
pretty
show in
good.
the background. That's like some of my favorite parts.
It's
of
really
this.
good, honestly. As the Vok approach Tarantulas, he attempts to ward them off by forming a crucifix with his fingers and a sacred item often used to ward off vampires in folklore. The third to last episodes of Beast Wars, being The Web and this one, the Tigerhawk episode, respectively, parallel each other rather nicely and act as bookends to an extent. The Web is the first episode to focus on Tarantulas. While this is the last, both episodes involve Tarantulas capturing someone, a catbot no less, and stringing them up in the web in his lair to perform all sorts of acts of evil on them. Both episodes also feature Cheetor as the lead Maximal and feature strange prophetic dreams of his. And perhaps fittingly, considering the similarities, both are written by Larry DiTillio. Interesting. In episode 12, well, first off, there's the NEMISIS itself, the ship that attacked the Ark in the original Transformers lore. Optimus Primal retells the story for the benefit of the new viewers. His account doesn't precisely match the circumstances of the G1 cartoon of the Marvel comic or the Marvel comic, presumably to avoid Beast Wars from tying too closely into one continuity or the other. The flashbacks to the battle between the Ark and the Nemesis, recounted by Optimus, Primal, and Megatron, neglect to mention that the Decepticons boarded the Ark before the crash. This was likely seen as unnecessary inclusion, as previous episodes, The Agenda Part 3 and Master Blaster, depict the Decepticons aboard the Ark. The Nemesis went unnamed in original Gen 1 media. This is the first work of fiction to actually name the ship.
Huh.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Do you need some water?
No, I'm good. I thought I was getting named, but I'm good. When it seemed Megatron had been defeated, he closely explored the collapsed ruins of Tarantulas' lair. Upon discovering a secret hatch, Megatron... Now, this is... Okay. I was reading this. This is a lot. All right, so everybody buckle in. Here we go. Upon discovering a secret hatch, Megatron mused aloud the insipid treachery from Unicron's spawn may yet turn the tides. The term Unicron spawn refers to a secret society formed by those who were created by Unicron, like Galvatron, yes. The Dark God and Chaos Bringer is Unicron's acronyms there. They have infiltrated into many divisions of Cybertron society in the Beast era. They are waiting for the right time to wage a war against the Cybertronians, the children of Unicron's enemy Primus, including the Autobots, Decepticons, Maximals, and Predacons. Their ultimate goal is to see the return of their master, Unicron. Okay. The term, I already read that part. When Dinobot cries out in pain after the death of Rampage, brief flashes of the original Dinobot's animation model can be seen as he looks upward. This possibly alludes to the plot of the unproduced episode Dark Glass, where Rattrap would have uploaded the original Dinobot's data tracks into the clone. For more information on that plot line, blah, blah, blah. Remember we talked about that one?
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, it kind of would have fit the series finale a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because it would have been the data tracks being what caused Dinobot to return.
Yeah.
But they said that that's not the case. That it really was somehow Dinobot actually returned in some way. Or like not necessarily like return, but like
he was becoming the one that we knew.
Yeah. So, Depth Charge addresses his leader as Optimal at one point, making him the only character other than Megatron to call Primal by the name of his big and fancy new toy. The Covenant of Promise is introduced in this episode as a sacred Cybertronian tome. Prior to this episode's release, the term Covenant, in direct association with Promise, had originally been applied to a group of 12 original Transformers created by Promise. In the BotCon 1999 prose story aptly titled Covenant, said story was written by Simon Furman, who would write the very next episode of the two-parter. Though no connection is made between either the tome or the group it's in either this or the next episode. This is the first time we hear Megatron's name is not a reference to the other Megatron, but a figure from the Covenant. Silverbolt's remarks, "It's just a scratch," followed by the dismemberment of his arm, could be a reference to the immortal line of the Black Knight in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. When Megatron powers up the Nemesis, external ship lights illuminate Cybertronics text in the Predacon variant, which spells out Red Dwarf, a reference to the British sci-fi comedy show. The death of Rampage is the only time in the series that a Maximal actually kills a Predacon. Bob Forward and Simon Furman both worked together on the Nemesis outline, to the extent that it wasn't decided for a while who would be writing which part. Originally, they had had bigger, grander plans, but many of them dropped when it was clear a fourth season wouldn't be coming. I thought I pasted this. I maybe didn't. I thought I did. So if I get to it again, I'll just skip over it. But there was more to the whole spawn of Unicron spawn. So they call Tarantulas, Megatron calls Tarantulas Unicron spawn. It was meant as a kind of a slur.
Yeah.
You know, like a dirty dog or something. You know, your Unicron spawn, right? And so that's how they meant it. But then people took that almost the same way as Terrorsaur calling the ship the Dark Side, welcome to the Dark Side. And then they were like, oh, well, that's the name of the Predacon ship. And even though it wasn't, it did retroactively become that.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Tarantulas. So he wasn't originally conceived to be a part of the Unicron's family or whatever. But because of that line, they then made that actual continuity. And Bob and Larry were like, yeah, we wish we hadn't put it in there. They regretted it. So, all right, now the final episode. Although it was cut from the final episode for time, the script called for Generation 1 Megatron's spark to be removed from Megatron and placed back in its proper body before the Maximals leave Earth. This very brief scene was animated and can be seen on the Beast Wars Season 3 box sets produced by Kid Rhino and Madman. Almost 2 decades later, Ask Vector Prime would confirm that the deleted scene was indeed canon for the episode. So the spark is put back.
Okay.
There we go. I know we were questioning that. It was just cut for Tom, but he does not have both sparks when they take off.
Okay.
Was Dinobot's spirit influencing Dinobot 2, or was something else going on? After Dinobot flashes between himself and the original Dinobot, his voice no longer has the electronic effect. The 2010 Transformers Hall of Fame competition would eventually say that Dinobot's consciousness was influencing him. Dark Glass provides a more direct explanation, but it was ultimately not produced. So it was his consciousness. Somehow. Yeah. They didn't really go into much more detail than that.
They should have just brought him all the way back.
I think you could... I like the idea of leaving it open to more of like a spiritual thing. You know? Like, even though they're machines, there's still like some sort of spirituality in Transformers lore, which is just kind of cool that exists. So I like the idea that whether it's like a ghost or... You know, like even if it's just in his DNA, I don't know, but like a piece of the soul of Dinobot was able to return back in some way to save the day.
Yeah.
I just think that's really cool. There are echoes of musical cues from Code of Hero playing as Dinobot starts to recall the life of the original Dinobot. As they leave Earth, Optimus Primal asks the survivors to reflect on the Maximals who lost their lives in the conflict. To be fair, the Maximals fared far better than the Predacons, who, with the exception of Megatron, were all either killed, switched sides, or, in Waspinator's case, quit. There is the NEMISIS itself, carrying over from the previous episode. Among its arsenal is a tractor beam, which is used to snag the Ark in Generation 1 media. In the darkest hour, there will be a light, a line from the Covenant of Promise, most likely derived from Light, Our Darkest Hour in the Transformers the movie. Speaking of that movie, Primal's declaration of "this has to stop at any cost" mirrors Optimus Prime's declaration of Megatron must be stopped no matter the cost. The Anthropoid celebration, with the jubilant primitives happily using the parts of their defeated enemies for musical instruments, is reminiscent of the Ewok celebration in Return of the Jedi. In the early plot of the episode, the Maximals successfully launched the Ark itself instead of an Autobot shuttle. Also, Dirge, Ramjet, and Thrust would have reactivated, ramming into the NEMISIS instead of the Autobot shuttle. This would have possibly explained where the 3 cone heads came from when they suddenly appeared in Season 2 of the original cartoon. It should be noted that had Megatron heated Dinobot and not turned the fusion cannon on the proto-human colony, he would have most likely won the Beast Wars, by the simple fact that it would have been fully charged by the time the NEMISIS reached the Ark. As pointed out by Dinobot, the fusion cannon's reactor was depleted to 65% power when they had arrived, without the Maximals having a chance to prepare in time. In retrospect, this could be why he makes such a big deal about displaying honor later on. Foreshadowing. I think you didn't hear what I was saying.
There's a lot going on.
It's foreshadowing some stuff about Beast Machines. By the end of the series, of the original 10 Maximals and Predacons, only Optimus, Cheetor, Rattrap, Rhinox, Megatron, and Waspinator survived the Beast Wars. There is a rather raunchy bit of adult humor towards the episode's climax. When looking for a power conduit for the engines, Black Arachnia steals Rattrap's tail sword, to which he calls her an emasculating fembot. Immediately thereafter, she slices the ends of the sword off in a sort of symbolic gesture, much to the shock and somewhat disgust of Silverbolt. This episode addresses the Teletron versus Teletran pronunciation debate. When Black Arachnia refers to it as Teletron 1, Rattrap annoyingly corrects her with Teletran. Black Arachnia dismisses him, presumably because she's got more important things to worry about than how to pronounce the computer's name. It seems rather odd that the Maximals would leave a Predacon on Earth, even one as incompetent as Waspinator. However, it is possible that they didn't know he was still alive.
No, I could see that.
Yeah, they're like, he's dead.
Waspinator, he's dead. We've blown him to bits too
And,
many
like,
times.
Probably Megatron probably assumed when he killed Inferno and them that Waspinator was dead
yeah.
too. Yeah. So, and then we've got some part of a bigger universe stuff for the entire series.
Oh.
So, Beast Wars Transformers is a daytime Emmy Award-winning computer-animated television series produced by Mainframe Entertainment that premiered on April 22nd, 1996 in syndication in the United States. Though reviled by many Transformers fans when it first hit the airwaves in 1996, Beast Wars is now considered by many to be among the finest examples of Transformers storytelling, striking a happy balance between character, humor, and story. During the 1999 to 2000 television season in the United States, the Beast Wars cartoon was rebroadcast on the Fox Broadcasting Network children's programming block, Fox Kids, alongside the premiere of Beast Machines. And with that...
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Next week, we return at 8:30. And it'll actually be 8:30 because we're going to pre-record it because we're on vacation next week, so we won't be live.
Out of town.
But we will still have our episode. We're going to record it over the weekend and then post it. Next week, we will be watching Beast Machines episodes 1 through 4. Season 1, episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those episodes are entitled, you ready for this?
Yes.
Beast Machines episode 1, The Reformatting. Episode 2, Master of the House.
Waspinator.
Episode 3, Fires of the Past. And episode 4, Mercenary Pursuits. Yeah, very interesting titles we have here. And now, Maggie, why don't you catch us up on the chat while I find us the theme song to Beast Machines.
Let's see. Eric likes Beast Machines theme song. He says it's good. I like it. And he said also I'm old, so techno is my jam. I used to work out to the theme song. Hey,
nice.
I like techno. No worries.
Techno.
And he corrected you on Waspinator not being a Predacon anymore.
Yep.
And he said he's gonna miss the segments. We're all gonna die. Rattrap with no chill.
Oh, don't worry. They're not going anywhere.
No, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we're keeping those around. Even when we
recycle things.
Yeah, even when we talk about Bumblebee, we'll be using all those. No worries. We even did it in the original for the movie.
Yeah,
we
did it for the movie. Yeah.
So they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that.
And he thought that you were going to do the Black Arachnia theme song. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
Oh yeah.
During the first. And he said,
bong,
interesting with the Coneheads. Good point. He just said, good point, because Waspinator was dispatched with Inferno and Quick Strike, so Megatron would assume that Waspinator would be DED, dead.
That's good points. The guy we watch, Al's Replay.
Yeah.
He has a Beast Machines 1080p upscaled.
All right.
Typically, he also releases the intro on its own. He has not done that, which is okay for Beast Machines. So I'm actually going to play the opening of the first episode. I'm not going to show you.
I figured that'd be spoilers because they spoil everything.
Exactly. So whenever
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say whenever we start it and you see that it's already going, that's why. I'm not actually getting ahead of it.
Is it animated by the same people, or is this a different...
I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Mainframe?
Like it looks... I believe so. It looks better because it's... I guess they're building off of new designs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is very much in line with what we've been watching.
Oh, okay.
But it looks better.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes. Okay.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
We have to play make sure.
This is going to be my new favorite song.
Here we go, everybody. Maggie's experiencing Beast Machines for the first time.
Theme song.
swear to God, if they shut down the stream for this.
Where's the beast machines? We don't get that.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
We don't get that.
You're telling me you like that better than Beast Wars?
I like Beast Wars, but like I like that techno beat. You know, I grew up listening to the MTV. What was it called that we found the other day?
Spider-Man?
No. The club and CDs. Party to Go. MTV Party to Go.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to that because of my brother, so that's what it reminds me of.
Eric says, "Oh snap! Here we
Get
go.
ready, get ready.
Maggie, how'd you like the theme song?
I like it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's a good bop.
Better than Beast Wars theme song?
I'm afraid if I say
How
anything.
fucking dare you? Are you kidding me right now? Butt Rock Beast Wars. You like that better than Beast Wars? Really? One. Two. God damn it. Fine. You know what, Eric, Maggie? You guys, when you're right, you're right. Maybe I got bad taste.
Together forever, 'cause this is your night.
What is that? What?
It's from the 90s.
Jesus. All right, everybody. That's it. We've reached the end. We're done. We're done streaming for the night. We had 3 streams back to back to back, and we watched some good trailers. We
transformed
talked
all.
about Beast Wars. Yeah.
I transformed all the bots.
One might say that we are transformed.
I am transformed. By
That's great. That's
by
great.
the Holy Covenant Scripture
Of promise.
of Primus.
I did have all of it on here.
Oh, Eric says Beast Machine scream at the end of the theme song.
It wasn't on that one. I thought I remembered it doing it too, but like where it goes Beast Machine.
No. Beast Machine.
Hang on. I'm rewinding it.
Oh, he's rewinding it.
I didn't hear it.
Wow.
Hang on.
Must come later, Eric.
Maybe it's a different. No. Here. I'll search. I won't use Al's replay.
Don't use Al's Toy Barn. Beast Wars is more metal. Agreed.
All right, let's try this one.
Ooh,
so
Beast Machine.
Why did they take it out?
Maybe they didn't want to scare anybody with it.
Maybe.
Or like first episode, hey guys, let's just cut where they scream out Beast Machines. Just cut it.
Sorry, that was us. I turned the live stream back.
Wow.
It was us playing through it. Fuck.
Hey.
I need to go to bed.
Before you go, will you guys ever do going back to gargoyles? I wish.
Oh, God.
I wish. That was like my thing back in the day, man.
Eric,
Let me some gargoyles.
What are you doing, Eric?
I really want to do going back to reboot, though.
I've never watched Gargoyles.
You'll hate it.
I think I would. Like,
He really would hate it.
I was always confused because I thought they were supposed to be the same gargoyles from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Because I mean, they came out.
Insult.
They came out around the same time, and I was like, "How's Jason Alexander going to do this at Seinfeld?" You know, come on. This is the summer of George. Nah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
It was like serious along the lines of like Batman the animated series.
Yeah. And I wasn't a big like serious cartoon fan back in the day.
Apparently, must have been a strange kid.
Here's some of my wish lists. Okay, here's some of my going back wish lists. Digimon. All right. Power Rangers. I know that would be insane. That would be insane. We might have to pick and choose from that first season because it's like literally 60 episodes and they're all the same. But I feel like that would be good. Like going through all the Zordon series. Obviously, we wouldn't watch like every single series. We'd only do like the first 6 seasons or so.
Okay.
I mean, we've talked about Supernatural,
Yeah.
Lost. I mean, those are actual shows. But as far as like the retro shows, like Digimon, Power Rangers, those are really my top 2.
For
Probably.
me, Reboot.
Reboot. Yeah.
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon. I figured that'd be.
But I would have to like cut down the 90s one quite a bit.
Would
if
we do
did
the
it.
90s or Crystal?
I don't know. Like the 90s has a lot of
Filler. Yeah.
like stupid episodes,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
are
yeah.
funny. But I mean, Crystal is like point blank, you know, hey, we're getting this over and done with. We're actually going to follow the manga.
Yeah.
I'd like to do My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
That's just,
Yeah.
I just love that show.
I'm trying to think if there's any more like retro shows.
That's
I'd
what I'm
love
trying to
do.
think of. Is there any others? I mean,
we're talking about doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah.
We're gonna do. I mean, we're talking. I say we're talking about it, but we're probably actually gonna do it. Now it's not gonna be the shows.
No, it's just going to be movies.
But we talked about before the new Turtles comes out. We're gonna after Beast Wars the following week.
Mhm.
We're gonna start up going back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
God,
and we're gonna
I love that
do
first one, man.
the 5-part 80s cartoon opening.
Yes.
Then we're gonna do live action 1, 2, and 3,
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
and then we're gonna do. I think at that point it's the Turtles Forever crossover, where it's the 2004 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon crossover with the 1980s.
80s.
I believe is we're
I
gonna
know
watch it then.
TM.
Or maybe we're watching that later. I think we're watching that as the last one.
Yeah. We're watching it because TMNT.
We're gonna watch TMNT, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna watch
that's
the live
fun.
action, the
Yeah.
other 2 live action ones.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna watch the Turtles Forever crossover 2-hour thing.
Yeah.
The another like Turtles multiverse episode from the Nickelodeon Turtles, and then I'm trying to convince Maggie that we really have to watch the Turtles Power Rangers in Space crossover.
Jesus. Ah.
We have to experience it, Maggie. We have to
No, I
experience it.
experienced it as a child, and it.
It was great.
Ugh.
It was great. Think about it. Venus was there. You know, it was great.
If Maggie has to do Beast Machines, Matt, you can do season 1 of Gargoyles. That's where we get our first Latina Disney. Oh yeah, that is right. That is pretty rad.
I guess it's on
You're
Disney
right.
Plus. It's on Disney Plus. We could probably do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm down.
it's
Whatever.
been a while since I watched Gargoyles, though.
Whatever. We'll figure it out. We got some stuff.
Yeah,
It's always fun revisiting these old things. You know, it doesn't necessarily get like a lot of views, but like it's fun for us.
Yeah.
And that, honestly, you know, that's most important. I mean, of course, building hopefully awesome is important, obviously, but you know, connecting with people about specific things like this, these little niches like Transformers
Yeah.
or Gargoyles, like that's what's fun. You know, is building a community around those
Yeah.
things. So, I mean, I'm open to whatever.
okay.
You know, I'm down.
Mhm.
I'm down to clown. Speaking of down to clown, that
That's it.
is going to wrap it up for us, everybody. Remember, if you would like to support the show, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get this show ad-free as well as plenty of other exclusive content. I've already talked to you to death about it, so I'm not going to mention any more of it. Next week, we will return with Beast Machines, episodes 1 through 4.
But we will not be live.
We will not be live. I'm going to do it as a premiere, so the live chat will still be working. So feel free to get in the chat. If depending on where we are when it goes live, we might be able to watch along. It really just depends on what we're doing. The goal, I mean, the hope is that maybe we can, but I'm not going to promise it because we might be out doing something. But at the same time, Viv might still be awake or something.
Yeah,
So, I don't know.
we'll see.
Who knows? We'll figure it out. None of this matters to you all. But we will be back again tomorrow night with Going Back to Smallville, the season 3 premiere. Gonna watch that. And then odds are the rest of the week we're done. Unless something insane drops and we have to react to it.
Please, God.
I know, right? Like I really don't want to.
We need to
do
get
anymore.
through this week.
Yeah, and we got other stuff we gotta record
got
for next
pack.
week. So like, yeah, I mean, we really don't have the time to do any other live recordings. But yeah, that's it. So thank you, as always, for joining us. We hope you all enjoyed this episode. We'll see you again next week when we go back to Beast Machines. Thanks for watching, and as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
maximize!
Terrorize!
Love it.